Diana put the house up for sale, and Tater got a new Harley. What's up, everybody? I hope everybody had a happy Easter, and let's just go ahead and start with Wandering Gypsy. She talks about her land. She is now an off-gridder, homesteader, whatever you want to call it. She has 40 acres of land, she says, that she is getting ready to go ahead and get started with. She does have it with 2 other people, so it's not just her. She says that makes it a little bit easier because there'll always be somebody there. And yeah, she's having a good time so far. She does say that it makes it a little bit harder to do videos because, people told her that, well, now you're going to be doing that and you won't have time for videos. She said, no, that's not the case, but now she's finding it is the case. But anyway, she wants to be able to in the future, but not right now. She said she's not going to say what state, what county, and all the other stuff the property is in. So, yeah, that's what's going on with the Jeepsy so far with her land. All right, now I want to talk about Exploring Canada again. That's right, Exploring Canada, my buddy over there. She did another beautifully shot little thing about Banff, springtime and everything. She goes through a whole bunch of stuff. Very, very beautifully done, wonderfully done video. And yeah, I know everything's about Banff. What's the deal? Well, I always say that, you don't have to travel. You can. I mean, if you want, that's perfectly fine too. But to find interesting, cool things for content and things to talk about, you don't have to actually travel. There's lots of stuff right in your own backyard. I know right around here, there's lots of stuff, a bunch of historic stuff. Gettysburg's not that far away, and just about everybody knows about that. I have Hershey. Not just the chocolate stuff, but the park as well. But anyway, and that's what she's showing you, that you don't have to go and travel and go crazy, especially now when everybody's talking about nothing is on everybody's lips more than gas prices right now. So you don't have to go travel around to see cool stuff. There's stuff right in your backyard, and she is showing you that for sure. So go over and check out my friend at Exploring Canada. Very well done video once again. All right, now let's talk about the Tater. We'll just, where should we start? Let's start with I guess we'll start with the bill, the fix-it bill. He's got the Gaudy bus all fixed. But it's been fixed how many times now? That's right. That cooling system has been touched by a few people. You figure they ripped out the heaters and all that stuff that was in there. That was all attached to the cooling system and all that shit. They replaced the thermostat and cleaned radiators and did all kinds of stuff. And, so between the actual Cummins, like Tater says, between Cummins and everybody else that had their hands on it, the entire cooling system has been worked on and touched and finagled and done 2, 3, 4 times. So hopefully, for Tater's sake, it's all done. And again, I can't reiterate this. I know I sound like a broken record, but it should have been the very, very, very first thing that was done a long time ago. That shit should have been fixed. So the Tater, he's all happy. He's in the Gaudy bus and he's telling everybody all kinds of stuff. And I find it funny that he now talks like he knows what he's talking about. My split face dual mini split system that is dude, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But hey, it's funny. It's funny to listen to him spout on about shit he has no clue what he's talking about. But he's got to go get a sign made to put in the window because of the kitties, and he doesn't want people to walk by. He wants everybody to be able to read that. Yes, this is a climate-controlled bus, and those kitties are just fine, so please don't break my window. And if they do, there's a sign right there, and I can get them. That's right, though. With all my cameras and my sign, I can hold them liable, and they'll have to fix my window. And my kitties are just fine. But yes, our little pudgy one, he spent the day at the beach without his bride-to-be, of course. That's right. He went on, I'm going to take the bus for a little test drive to make sure everything's okay. And then decide, yeah, I'm at the beach. I'm spending the day here. I might come back today. I might come back tomorrow, but whatever. I'm out. I'm having fun without your ass. But after that, he went to an industrial area and parked on an industrial street, right? And the funny thing about that was he said, I'm stealth camping. Just sit back for just one moment and let that sink in. Okay, a big, giant blue bus with Nomadic Fanatic on the side, him and little Diana holding kitties, a house door where a bus door should be, and curtains on all the windows. I mean, if that's not stealth, what the hell is? Come on, people. Who would ever think that that's anything but just some bus sitting along the road? So this area just happened to be someplace where Tater needed to go. He went to a Harley dealer, and no, he didn't go to buy a shirt. He went for another reason.
And that's what we talked about today. My trade-in value on my Softail Slim for none other than a Street Glide full bagger. And I need to go back and wait to talk to one more person. Jacob was super helpful today. Hey, Chunks. And anyways, that's later down the road, right? Right now we got the bus back. The bus is running great.
So later down the road is now. That's right. He bought it. Tater has a 2016 Street Glide bagger. That's right. It's the one with the hard bags on it. So that's right. No more Black Betty. Tater got his new Harley. Well, new to him. A 2016, a 10-year-old Harley. So yeah. So apparently that's a little bit later. Turned out to be a little bit right now, because we know how Tater is. No, Daddy, I do want a new Harley, and I want it now. Well, so then he talked about all the projects in the Gaudy bus that needed to be done. He's got to do this and that and the other thing, and he got to put screens in the windows in the back and everything. But the one thing that I found funny was one thing on the list was finally Diana might get a seat. That's right. He said, I have to get a seat up here for Diana. That's right. He's going to be back finishing up some products on the Gaudy bus because it's now trusted that the bus is roadworthy. That's right. Something that should have been day one before he even started to build, because it overheated right away. And now look, how long has it been? And he finally took it in and spent $9,000 to get the damn thing done and done right. And he's finally comfortable enough to drive it. How ass backwards can you be? I don't know, but that's our little Tater. But hey, wait, that's not all. In other news, Diana's house is on the market. That's right. The big for sale sign is out in the yard. It is listed, and there you go. She said it's a little bit sad. She's sad to see the family house go, but it's time for a change. And with all that being said, I wonder what will become of the family that was living in there, her children and whoever else, those her relatives that were living there. I wonder where they're all going. I wonder if the money from the sales getting split up between whoever, but still her children. I wonder where everybody's going to go. And a couple of people had mentioned about the way California is with inheritance tax and this tax and that tax and everything. Are they going to get a decent amount? But anyway, I guess sounds like Tater's already spending the money. So I guess good old Tater, he might have that money for a fine if needed. He might get off scot-free. He might get nothing at all. But if he gets a fine, he might have some money there if that house sells. And yeah, doesn't seem like Tater's too much worried about much of anything in my eyes, I mean, running around and you're going to Disney and you're getting engaged and you're going to Vegas and you're talking about getting married and you're going to see shows and you're just eating and drinking and being merry, and now you're buying a new Harley and all kinds of good stuff. So yeah, I don't think Tater has a care in the world, and he just dropped $9,000 on the Gaudy bus. So hey, the Tater's living large. So when we see him hanging his head low and telling everybody, I don't know, guys. I don't know, Judge. I don't know where I'm getting all this money from. I'm kind of broke. I'm just a poor old guy. And then Exhibit A, B, and C. How about the last 3 videos? And the new Harley. Yeah, the poor guy. What will he ever do? He's just barely eking by, isn't he? Oh, yeah. But hey, what are you going to say? What are you going to do? Except, how about we check out a comment, huh? So this one is, I had to give a little response. I left it in too. He talked Diane into selling the house, then takes a small road trip without her. She's dumber than a box of rocks. And then there's a little comment underneath there. Harley next week. And oh boy, you could have not have been more correct, because ta-da, new Harley. You guys guessed it. You guys are good. You guys are good.
That's my opinion!
I'm BlindViews, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.